Okay, so the year is 2016. Roman Reigns has just defeated Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania 32. After a disappointing year in 2015, it looks like we're destined for another subpar year. Until it was announced Raw and SmackDown would have two completely different rosters. This is where everything changed. This, my friends, is 2016, the most underrated year in WWE. So, it was announced in May of 2016 that WWE would be splitting Raw and SmackDown into two completely different shows, featuring their own unique roster and respected authority figures. Raw featured Stephanie McMahon as Commissioner and Mick Foley as General Manager, while SmackDown saw Shane McMahon serve as Commissioner and Daniel Bryan step up into a General Manager role. The draft officially took place on the 19th of July 2016 and split for two shows down the middle. For every two picks of SmackDown, Raw got 3, and 6 members of the NXT roster would be drafted. After a few mediocre months at the beginning of 2016, this is where everything changed. Both shows stepped up their game. Raw got the better end of the deal, arguably, picking up stars like Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and NXT's Finn Balor. WWE fired from all cylinders on the premiere edition of Raw after the draft, showing Raw's newest signee Finn Balor defeat top star Roman Reigns in the main event, and also saw Sasha Banks defeat Charlotte to win her first women's championship on the main roster. This was just a sign of things to come for the rest of the year. A lot of great moments came throughout 2016. Just a month after debuting on Raw, Finn Balor became the first Universal Champion, something that was totally unexpected. Kevin Owens formed an unlikely alliance with Chris Jericho, which led to some of the most entertaining storylines in WWE at the time. Kevin even became Universal Champion. Goldberg ultimately returned to the company and squashed Brock Lesnar in just 2 minutes. This time period of Raw wasn't perfect by any means. We had Charlotte and Sasha Banks exchanging the Raw Women's Championship multiple times, but it still topped the majority of things we saw on TV weekly just months prior. Overall, Raw really stepped up their game, easily topping for the last few years of WWE's flagship show, and the addition of beloved legend like Mick Foley to the roster was a very nice touch. SmackDown was a game changer throughout the year 2016. The blue brand picked up legends like Randy Orton and John Cena, got established names like Dolph Ziggler and The Miz, while getting WWE Champion Dean Ambrose. This era is regarded as one of the greatest time periods in SmackDown history, and rightfully so. Dean Ambrose held down the show as the kingpin. AJ Styles was thriving as a heel, feuding with the likes of John Cena, and Heath Slater became one of the hottest acts in the company with his free agent gimmick, before forming a tag team with Rhino, where they became the first SmackDown Tag Team Champions. For me, the highlight of 2016 on SmackDown Live came from a feud between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. They reinvented the Intercontinental Championship and made it a title that people genuinely cared about, some even feeling like it was deserving of main event level at one point. The writing was so good, it actually convinced us that Dolph Ziggler was going to retire. I, for sure, thought it was the end of the line for Dolph. They even brought back the Spirit Squad, which was a nice callback to Dolph's first few years in WWE. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon had great on-screen chemistry, forming the perfect on-screen duo to lead SmackDown into the new year. Talking Smack was a great new unscripted show that was added to the WWE Network after SmackDown came off the air. It saw Daniel Bryan and Renee Young sit at a table and talk with different guests on the SmackDown roster. It just fits so well, and many talents thrived on this. The Miz's infamous promo on Daniel Bryan being the most noted. It was perfect for giving wrestlers the chance to talk freely while setting up feuds down the line. It's hard to pick out weak points of this time period. The roster was small, but each one was well utilised. The writing fit most talents and gave them the platform they needed to take it to the next level. Overall, 2016 was not perfect by any means, but it was pretty damn close. I don't know if it was just a honeymoon period after the draft, but whatever it was, it certainly worked. The two shows felt completely different. SmackDown was shot different with different camera angles to Raw, while the Red brand saw the commentators table sit near the Raw set. The different looks, the different rosters, everything about it worked so well. It worked so well for the majority of 2016 and the start of 2017. Mostly up until WrestleMania 33. That's when things started to take a decline. We could talk all day about how good 2016 was overall, but to me, it will always be one of my favourite time periods in WWE history. I feel like I could just put an episode of SmackDown from 2016 on the network at any time and completely be entertained. I haven't felt that way about Raw or SmackDown since this time period. That's how highly I think of 2016. So what are your thoughts on WWE in 2016? Most people I spoke to tend to have enjoyed the time period, but did you? Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, then feel free to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. It does help me out a lot. Leave your suggestions down below on what future content you would like to see on the channel. My name is Jamie. Thanks for watching.